Hey, what's going on? Ryan Kohler here with today's hiring tip, I guess. I mean, the world is utterly turned upside down right now. So there's no stick around to the end. I'm not going to give you a download. I can tell you I'm going to get a webinar ready to go in the next little bit here, but I just want to record a quick video. And just kind of walk through a handful of my thoughts. Somebody hit me up today and they're like, hey, could you tell us, how to talk to people who are trying to ramp up from a seasonality standpoint or trying to ramp up from just a end of the world standpoint, right? Grocery stores need more help and warehouses need more help and we need more drivers and restaurants and oh my gosh, while we have tons of layoffs, we have tons of other companies that are trying to gear up and figure out how to do what they're doing. And in the middle, even you have restaurants switching their business models and doing things. And I can't even imagine what it's like for you in HR. If you're an HR person, man, my heart goes out to you from a frontline individual. You are on the front lines of this battle, not in the same way the healthcare worker is, but in an utterly different and probably just as insanely difficult, overwhelming, exhausting way as you deal with sheer anxiety and uncertainty and fear of your employees and having to do things that are just utterly unspeakable as you let them down or lay them off or change the way they're structured or send them home without being able to answer questions about what comes next or what give any sense of surety to their life at all. Just know up front, my heart goes out to you. I know exactly where you're at. I have a team of people that I care deeply about that, that I have to do the same thing with. And while I might not be the HR person in my 3 companies, sometimes I am, and at the end of the day, I am that end person who has to make some of these decisions. So, while this isn't the goal of my video, I just want to tell you, I'm here for you. If you have any questions, you want somebody to give you some ideas of how to go about hacking your way, because that's really, I think I have my Hire Hacker shirt on today, hacking your way through what is going on, shoot me an email and I'll try to record some videos and some content and give you some ideas and tips of where to go about this. But for today, I just wanted to talk through kind of my 5 things that I think are super important, and I'll try to record some videos where I drill into each of these 5 things from the specific concept of what's going on. But here's my 5 things. If I am in HR right now, and I'm having to either hire temp, hire different people, hire it all, here's my 5 things that you need to do. Number 1, and I go through these, but I'm going to record some videos where I'm very clear about what is different now. Number 1, you need to get really clear on who it is you need to hire. And I don't mean job descriptions, and I don't mean requisitions. Please, please, please find somebody at your organization that you feel is a fit for the job. Find somebody that you know. Somebody, even if they're not your organization, find somebody to clone. At this point in time, that is the most valuable advice I can give you. Find somebody that you know can do the job you're trying to hire for and engage them and ask them about themselves. And I'll record a video on what I would do and the questions I would ask, but be very clear about who it is you want to hire for these roles and focus on that who, not the what they'll do. Don't ask the manager, don't ask your boss. Go find, if you do ask your manager or boss, ask them this one simple question. Who do you know that would be perfect for this job? That's all. Who? You could ask them a why. Why do you feel that way? And ask them to describe why that person would be perfect. But at that point in time, go talk to that person and ask them why they work and how they work and all those kind of things. So that is my number 1. Be very clear about who it is you want to hire. Ask your boss, your manager, who would be perfect for the job that they know and why are they perfect. Number 2, you're going to have to write an ad that attracts that person, that type of person, not job descriptions. Please don't. No bullet points, none of that crap. Please, please, please write an ad that is authentic and transparent. Be honest and open. Hey, we're looking to fill this job. Here's the pain that we are experiencing. Here's what we do and how we're trying to solve this. Look, this probably isn't a long-term job. This might be temporary and it might not be, but this is the problem we're trying to solve. Describe a day in the life of what that's like. make sure that you tell them how they will be protected from what's going on, how they will be taken care of, what it will look like. If you don't have surety, don't give them any, but be honest and transparent and write an ad from the heart that speaks your truth about what you're trying to do in a way that that person that you're wanting to clone will feel inside of them. Those people will then be attracted. From there, it comes down to screening and selecting, but this is an insane time to screen and select. I can tell you the way I approach it, and I don't know if it's right for you, but here's the way I approach it. I get really good screening questions, mainly to throw out the people that I don't want to waste their time because they're not a fit. Number two, I rely heavily on assessment, behavior, cognitive, interest, motivations, those things. While it may seem impersonal that I'm using an assessment, it is the way that I know the heart and the soul and the personality and the knowledge. I'm able to get to a fit quickly because I don't have the capacity. And I'm guessing that we'll get to number 5, right? I have to drill in. Use tools at your advantage, not just assessments, but recorded video interviews and recorded audio interviews and anything you can do to keep your distance, but still get knowledge of the person that doesn't come from a resume. It just doesn't. It doesn't come from a resume. It doesn't come from a LinkedIn profile. You need to be able to feel and sense their energy. And it comes from assessments, and it comes from video and audio, their voice, their face, how they act, right? Guess what? They need to hear that back from you. And while you might not have the time, record a video like this. It's really easy. I'll teach you how if you want to learn that. Record a video back from you. Hey, look, I'm overwhelmed and I don't know. I don't have the time to do these one-on-one. But before I ask you to do a video, I'm going to send you this vidyard, and I'll get a video on how to do that. I'm going to send you this vidyard that explains what it is I'm looking for and what the process is like and what we are like. Get face-to-face, honest, and authentic with them, and then ask them to jump through your hoops. Just make sure those hoops are really required. A video interview that's recorded, an audio interview that's recorded, an assessment of some type, because you're going to have to act fast. And then I go back to my last one, or actually selection. If you know clearly what you're about, what you're looking for, make a quick list and check them down. But the final part is capacity, and this is one that you know your boss doesn't know and doesn't get. You don't have the capacity to do this. Now, I don't believe you have the mental capacity to do it, not because you're dumb. I don't know that I have the mental capacity to wake up and engage every day in what I do. There is a new lid on top of me. There is a new constraint that there's so much noise. You're going to have to find a way to find the capacity to fire through that. That's why tools like video interviews or assessments or ATS or whatever are even more important, to give you the capacity to mentally and emotionally work through and get to the point where you can make a selection where you're not just utterly desperate, where you're not just picking the very first person. That capacity doesn't just come from tools. It could come from hiring a helper, hiring a temp person, hiring an RPO. Here at Applicant Pro, in my company, we're doing more with RPO, where we're saying, hey, look, let us carry the burden of that initial posting and screening. Let us help. Because you don't have the capacity, the emotional, mental, time constraint capacity to do it right now. So reach out. Maybe that's not a long-term thing. Find a way to find more capacity, to rely on third parties who are begging to help, like us. Rely on us. So those are my 5 things. I know this isn't a great cheery video, and I don't have an awesome call to action at this point, except for this one thing. If you need help, shoot me an email. Just reply to the email you get from me. If you have questions or concerns, you want help with what you're trying to do, you're literally just at your breaking point and you need just somebody to answer a handful of simple hiring questions for you, fire them my way. I will record a video for you. I'll record a video for the world. It really doesn't matter, but I'll record something and try to pass on my ideas of how I would approach it. I hope as one of our followers or somebody watches this video that you're healthy and safe. If you're not, I hope nothing more than for your recovery. And I know that you care, and I care. And so I believe your bosses probably care. And I believe everybody honestly cares. And so just know that I'm here for whatever limited capacity that I have to help. I'm here. Shoot me an email. Hit me up. I'd be more than happy to help any way I can. Till next time, good luck hiring.